Can you really make money on Fiverr as a complete beginner in 2026? With thousands of freelancers competing for attention, many people assume it's too late to get started, or that only top-rated sellers are making real money. To find out, I decided to spend 30 days testing the platform myself. From creating gigs and attracting clients, to completing orders and dealing with competition, I documented every step of the process. Some things were much harder than expected, while others turned out to be surprisingly effective. Today we will talk about I Tried Fiverr for 30 days earnings revealed. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. 10. The challenge. Starting Fiverr with zero expectations. When I decided to try Fiverr for 30 days, I did not expect to become rich overnight. Social media is filled with stories of people claiming they made thousands of dollars in their first week online. But those stories rarely show the months or years of learning that happened before the success. I wanted to find out what would actually happen if a normal person created a Fiverr account, offered a service, and worked consistently for 1 month. The goal was not just to make money, it was to understand how the platform works, how difficult it is to get clients, and whether Fiverr can realistically become a source of income in 2026. 9. Choosing the right service was the first big decision. The first lesson I learned was that making money on Fiverr starts with choosing a skill that people are already paying for. Many beginners create random gigs without researching whether customers actually need those services. I spent time studying the marketplace, looking at popular categories, analyzing successful sellers, and understanding what clients wanted. 8. My first week, no sales and lots of doubts. The first week on Fiverr was probably the most frustrating part of the entire experiment. I created my profile, wrote my gig descriptions, uploaded samples of my work, and waited for orders to arrive. But nothing happened. No notifications, no messages, and no money. This is where many beginners quit, because they expect instant results. The reality is that Fiverr is a marketplace with thousands of sellers competing for attention. A new freelancer without reviews starts at a disadvantage. 7. The first order changed everything. After days of waiting, the first order finally arrived. It was not a huge project, and the payment was small, but it represented something much more important. It proved that a stranger was willing to pay for my work online. That first sale created momentum. I completed the project quickly, communicated professionally, and focused on delivering more value than the customer expected. The result was a positive review. And that review became the foundation for getting future clients. On Fiverr, trust is everything. A profile with happy customers has a much easier time attracting new buyers than a profile with 0 reviews. 6. The real earnings after 30 days. At the end of the 30-day challenge, the results were surprising. I did not make $10,000 or achieve overnight success, but I proved that Fiverr could generate real income. The first month was mostly about building a reputation, learning the platform, improving my services, and understanding customers. Depending on the skill, pricing, competition, and amount of time invested, a beginner's earnings can vary significantly. Some people may earn only a small amount in their first month, while others with strong skills and a good strategy may earn much more. 5. The biggest mistakes I made. Looking back, I realized there were several mistakes that slowed my progress. The first was trying to create a perfect gig before launching. In reality, the marketplace itself provides the best feedback. Another mistake was underestimating how important presentation was. A great skill is not enough if the title, description, and portfolio do not convince customers to click. I also learned that pricing is a strategy. Charging too much as a beginner can make customers choose experienced sellers, while charging too little can make the work unsustainable. Finding the right balance was an important part of the process. 4. How I improved my Fiverr strategy. After understanding my early mistakes, I began focusing on improving every part of my Fiverr business. I created better gig images, wrote clearer descriptions, responded to messages quickly, and improved my delivery quality. I also studied successful freelancers to understand how they structured their offers. One of the biggest discoveries was that successful sellers do not simply sell a service, they sell a solution to a customer's problem. A client does not just want a video edited or a logo designed. They want something that helps their business grow, saves them time, or improves their brand. 3. The secret to making more money on Fiverr. The biggest secret I discovered is that Fiverr rewards consistency and customer satisfaction. Many people join the platform, wait a few days without receiving orders, and leave forever. The freelancers who eventually make thousands of dollars usually spend months improving their skills, collecting reviews, raising their prices, and building a reputation. Increasing earnings does not always require finding more customers. Sometimes it comes from offering premium packages, improving quality, and working with higher-paying clients who value excellent service. 2. Is Fiverr actually worth it in 2026? After spending 30 days on Fiverr, my answer is yes, but with realistic expectations. Fiverr is not a magic money machine where anyone can upload a gig and immediately earn a full-time income. It is a business platform that rewards valuable skills, patience, professionalism, and continuous improvement. For students, beginners, freelancers, or anyone looking for an additional income stream, Fiverr can be a great place to start because it requires very little money to begin. However, success depends on your willingness to learn, adapt, and continue working even when the first few weeks are slow. 1. My biggest lesson from 30 days on Fiverr. The most important lesson from my Fiverr experiment was that online income is built the same way as any other business, through effort, patience, and providing value. The first month was not about becoming financially free. It was about proving that the process works. The first order led to a review. The review increased trust, and that trust created more opportunities. If I continued for another 3, 6, or 12 months, the results could look completely different, because the foundation would already be built. Fiverr can absolutely become a serious income source, but the people who succeed are usually those who treat it like a real business rather than a quick way to make easy money. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.